Welcome back to part 2 of our lesson. Hopefully you had a chance to stretch or get a snack. We are going to work on making 1,000. So we have the problem 500 plus 500. So we're going to draw that out. So I'm going to show my 500 plus my 500. So I have 5 boxes and 5 boxes. Now, if I count that up, I get 10 hundreds. So I have to regroup this. And when I regroup 10 hundreds, I get 1,000. So 500 plus 500 is 1,000. And I can show that by boxing my hundreds and writing 1,000. Now, let's practice adding within 1,000 using a proof drawing for this problem. A little bit trickier than the last problem. So we have 360 plus 640. And we're going to be paying attention to if we make a new 10, if we make a new 100, or even if we make a new 1,000. So let's draw this out. 300 plus 60. And then we have 600 and 6. Sorry, those are really sloppy squares or boxes. And we have 410. Now, I don't have any ones to add, so I cannot make a new 10. There's no ones. I have 0 ones. Now, let's add up my tens. I have 6 tens plus 4 more tens. That's 10 tens. Well, 10 tens can make a new 100. So I am going to make a new 100. I do not have any tens left over, though, so I have 0 tens. Now, let's count up our hundreds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the 10 that I regrouped from the 10, or the 100 that I regrouped from the 10s. So I get 1,000 or 10 hundredths. So I have 1,000 or 10 hundredths plus 0 tens plus 0 ones. So I get a total of 1,000. Did I have to make a new 1,000? I did, because I ended up with exactly 1,000. Now let's practice this problem using the expanded method. So we have 413 plus 587. I'm going to rewrite it vertically so that I can break it out into expanded form. So I have 400 plus 10 plus 3, and I have 500 plus 80 plus 7. All right, let's add these up. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Now, that gives me a new 10. So I did make a new 10. I have a 0 in my ones, which means I'll have 0 ones in 110. So I'm going to cross this out and write a 0 for my ones, and then I'm going to add that 10 to my tens position. So when I add that up, it gets included with my tens. So I have 80 plus 10 plus 10. So 8 plus 1 is 10. So I have 10 hundredths or 10 tens. I know that 10 tens is equal to 100. That means that I can make a new 100 and regroup that 100 to my hundreds. Now, if I regroup this 100, I have no tens left over. So I have 0 tens because I regrouped my 10 tens or my 100 to my 100. Now I can add this up. So I have 100 plus 400 is 500 plus 500 is 1,000. Now, if I had more numbers to add in my thousands position, I could regroup that. But because I don't, I can leave that 1,000 there. So I have 1,000 plus 0 plus 0, which is equal to 1,000. Did I have to make a new 1,000? I did. Ooh, ignore that typo there. I don't know why that C is there. All right, let's do one more problem. We're going to do this problem using show all totals. So we have 900, oh, not 900, 905. Let's erase that. All right, 905 plus 95. I'm going to make sure that my 9 goes in my tens position because it's 90. All right, let's add up by our place value positions. So we have 5 plus 5 is 10. And then we have, so that's 10 ones. Now, did I have to make a new 10? I did because I have 10 ones. Now we're going to add up 0 tens plus 9 tens is 90 or 9 tens. I did not have to make a new 100 yet, but let's wait and see what happens. 900 plus 0 is 900. So let's add all this up. Let's write our hundreds there real quick. I have 0 ones, and then 1 plus 9 is 10. I cannot put 10 here because this is a position for one digit. So I can put my 0 tens that I have left over, and then I can add my 100 to my hundreds. And I just write it below my 9 like that so I know to add it in. So I had 1 plus 9 is 10 hundreds. So I put the 0 tens in my tens, and I regrouped the 1 to my 100. So 900 plus 100 is 1,000. So I'm going to put my 0 in my hundreds because it's 10 hundreds or 1,000. And I'm going to write my 1 in my thousands position. And I'm going to make sure I put my comma to separate my thousands from my hundreds. Now let's go back and look at this. Did we have to make a new 100? We did. Because when we added the 1 and the 9 and we got 10, we had 10 hundred or 10 tens or 100. Did we have to make a new 1,000? We did. Because when we added our 900s to our 100s, we got 10 hundreds or 1,000. That was tricky having to work with adding within 1,000, especially when we had to make new tens, new hundreds, or even new thousands. Let's review our learning target for our lesson today. Mirrors on. I can add within 1,000 using drawings and strategies based on place value. Mirrors off. Great job today. Make sure you do the practice so that you can be an addition rock star, especially now that we're adding within 1,000. And don't forget to go teach our learning target to someone today, even if it's just your favorite stuffy or one of your pets at home.